Let's shift our focus to Mali now. The West African nation has ended its 11-year mission with the European Union. Now, the European Union has announced withdrawal of the military training mission from Mali amid the deteriorating ties between the bloc and the country's military junta. For over a decade, the EU mission trained the Malian armed forces and members of the G5 Sahel, a multinational counter-terrorism force. But tensions between the European Union and Mali reached its breaking point in recent years. The European Union suspended the mission in 2022 after the junta said it was pulling out of the G5 Sahel. The bloc says its decision comes after taking into account the evolution of the political and security situation on the ground. Mali has been under military rule since August of 2020, the first of 8 coups in West and Central Africa over 4 years. Now, the military promised to hand over power through ballot box in February, but they have postponed the elections to an unspecified date, citing a fragile security situation aggravated by the jihadist attacks. The rift between the West and the junta governments in West Africa has only been widening. The junta-led states have distanced themselves from former colonial ruler France, kicking out its troops, and the West blames the tensions on Russia. The junta-led states are turning toward Russia as an economic and security partner. Earlier this year, European Union's top diplomat, Joseph Borrell, has said that the bloc faced a dilemma over its presence in West Africa, since it did not want to cooperate with Russia's expanding military forces in the region. In January this year, the junta-led Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger also decided to withdraw from the West African bloc ECOWAS. Now, this further complicated EU presence in the region. Russia already has a strong presence in Mali and could be soon in Niger and Burkina Faso too. Africa Corps, a Russian mercenary force, succeeded the Wagner Group, which was deployed to Mali in 2021. Earlier this year, a contingent of the Africa Corps was also flown into Burkina Faso. Worsening situation with Niger and the United States also reflects on the growing tensions. Now, the Niger junta also revoked military partnership with the EU last year. So, West African countries are clearly distancing themselves from the West at an accelerating pace, highlighting the region's frustration with the West's methods.
Firstpost reports from the world's second largest continent. Hello, I'm Alyson Grange. A very warm welcome from Durban, South Africa. We get you the news and the newsmakers from Africa. South Africa goes to the polls on the 29th of May. I will track the election and bring you ground reports. Is it the end of the road for the African National Congress? And will former President Jacob Zuma stage a dramatic comeback? From elections to climate change to innovations and opportunities. As the world's attention shifts, we report from Africa, the heart of the global South. Join me every weekday live on Firstpost.